Now, this is something I kind of want to talk about because people don't want to admit it, but heroes will always be cooler than villains. Always. Like, there's that whole, meteor about to fall, all the orphanages lined up just for stakes. Nigga swoop in. Crazy shit. Stop that whole thing. Everyone's safe. Everyone survived. The camera angle perfect, the light shining, you get that frame, just the realest nigga of all time, bro. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Heroes will always be superior. That's just how it is, right? People, even like villain fans, you gotta admit, yeah, being a good person, it will always win. As much as I always harp on like villain characters and liking villain MCs and yada yada. At the end of the day, heroes are still cooler. They're just cooler. It's what it is. So it's like, see, because like who don't like real niggas? Like it's what it is. Being a good, great, and not just like being just a heroic person. It's very admirable, inspirational, all of that. Now the problem is that like when you see, because it's so popular, a lot of people do it, right? So when you see it so often, it gets stale and a bit boring because people are not approaching it in a very interesting way these days. So that's why a lot of people were shifting towards like seeing how the villains move. So now seeing how the villains move, people are, oh, now seeing the villains point of view. Now you're kind of seeing the psychology behind how people become evil, how why people choose to be evil, yada yada yada. Now the issue is that people end up liking villains because they're heroes. Yeah. Like you would see some villains are just basically reskinned heroes. Like they're just heroes that are not looked at as heroes because the society's weird. Like they'll live in a society where like just weird shit's going on, whether their thinking is backwards or whatever. So the guy or the villain is he's just the hero, right? So he's the hero that isn't really appreciated because they're not seeing the vision. So even though he's called a villain, he's just saving niggas. Like that's all he's doing. So I'm just like, there's literally terms for people who like save others, but not in like a open and like, I don't want to say honest way. Like what is like vigilantes or like anti-heroes or whatever. But heroes are like that umbrella. Like it's still under the umbrella of heroism. Like you're saving niggas. Like you're not a villains are evil niggas, bro. They do evil shit. That's not you. So there's this epidemic of like villains trying to be heroes. Or like they're writing villains in a way that they're like heroes. Why? Just write a hero. What the fuck are we doing here? You're just write a hero. Heroes are cool. Write them. There's no need to pretend you're a villain. I remember I was reading this one series. I was kind of fucking with it because it was on like a villain MC, and then he didn't like heroes. But what he just didn't like incompetent heroes. That's the problem. The heroes in his world just stink. And then he ends up being like the villain because the way he operated was different from the way they operated. But at the end of the day, he saves everybody. And it's one of those like, heroes are secretly corrupt. So it's like, oh wow, so are you the good guy? Yes. Do you save people? Yes. Do you kill people? No. Do you harass people? No. Do you do evil deeds? No. So you save people, you do heroic actions, no bad things, no evil deeds, yet you're a villain? Yes, I am. What are we like? What are we doing right now? Some dude just like seeing the actions have an effect, but they don't want the label. See, yeah, like Rain, that is true. But the thing is, they want a hero who can kill and do some questionable stuff. It's such a half measure. See, that's okay. But like my thing though, they're not a villain though. Like I feel like there's terms for that. Like a hero who can kill, like the dark hero, anti. Just throw some adjective on that shit. Like, you don't gotta do a hero that never kills. If you don't want to do that, cool. But I hate when non-evil niggas claim to be evil niggas. You're not evil. I see you. You saved an orphanage just yesterday. You don't kill kids. You saved them. You do more than the actual heroes in your verse. You're a good man. What the fuck are you trying to convince me you're a villain for? It's like I'm reading a joke. It's like they're trying to gaslight me. Oh no, he's still evil. No, these labels, the people like, you can't call yourself a hero and you can't call yourself a villain, in my opinion. I feel like that's a label that other people around you judge for themselves. I feel like if I feel like there will always be bias when you decide what to call yourself. If you think you're a hero, that might not be true. You might think you're a hero, but you're actually not. And I guess it works flipped. So I feel like other people would have a better understanding of like if you're a truly good person or not, since like your actions will affect them. So if someone is doing heroic actions, saving everybody, they're like, oh dang, I think this is a great guy. All right. So even if they say, no, I'm not a hero. Everyone sees you as a hero, my nigga. You're a hero. Like you can't just like retcon yourself from being a hero just because you say so. Like like your words, like yeah, you don't think you're a hero, but you are. You save niggas. I'm sorry. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, this is my one I wanted to read. It's about a psychopath getting reincarnated in the mirror world, which is a so much concept. I dropped to realize it was a psychopath who only. Yeah, see? What's the point of hyping up a psychopath when he was just a hero? Was like including OG Dragon Ball Piccolo Jr., who only ever killed Raditz. He and Rasmur froze ever. Hey, bruh. And yeah, Liz, like you said, that is a hero. It's just that like morals are definitely, because I'm not gonna lie, with how the world's going right now, if someone hopped out the porch and handled everybody on that list, they're a hero. They're a hero. I don't care how bloody it gets. If everyone on that list was just killed by some random vigilante, they're a fucking hero. So in my eyes, oh, evil villain, psychopath, blah blah, like they'll put all these labels. Then all the people he killed are like chickens on that list. That's not a villain. What, bro? I get like. That's why I'm saying heroes will always be cooler than villains. Cause even the villains don't want to be villains. Y'all not about this evil shit. Y'all don't want to be villains. Y'all want to be heroes. Like, come on, bruh. See, the perfect was low-key, as a kid, Pegamind. That dude was a villain. You know he wanted to be a hero, my nigga. Come on, bro. He wanted to get the baddies. He wanted to, like, come on, bro. Megamind. That nigga wanted to be a hero, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Villains want to be heroes. Because heroes are really that cool. So that's why I'm just like, so whoever's team villains, because low-key, I'm team villains, but like, I'm not going to sit here and lie to y'all. Heroes, clear. It's just that, again, heroes get stale. So I do like seeing some evil niggas in action. But like, you notice that a good amount of these villains these days, or at least characters who attempt to be villains, they're not really evil. Because you can definitely do a villain that's not just like perverse and like, I just want to kill kids. I just want to know. It could just be on some, all right, I want to run the world, right? I want so much power that I can do whatever the fuck I want and people can't stop me. In order to accomplish that, I will do these things. You don't gotta go around killing babies and, because like that doesn't really solve anything. That's just you getting your perverse desires off. Like it's just nasty and stupid. But he was making shit so you could flex and win folks over the day. Because like my thing is that, for example, but I want to run the world because I see how. Yeah, right. Oh my god, bro. I want to establish a utopia where we can all live in. Fuck off. Just say, bro, you want to stack your paper, so you want to rob everybody. Fuck, that's some crazy shit. But it's like, damn, okay. You feeding for that much cash. You like, man, I'm gonna rob everybody. But it's like, I will only steal money from super capitalistic and corrupt companies. Shut the fuck up. You Robin Hood at that point. No one calls Robin Hood a villain. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Again, I don't mind heroism. Just say you're a hero. Like, you don't gotta lie to me. I'm a villain, bro. Trust. Okay, what evil should you do? I fight other evil. What? And that's a few reasons why I like Faded Villain so much. Because he's not, like, he saves people, but not in, like, a heroic way. Like, he, like, what I mentioned about trying to take over the world because you just want so much power where you can do whatever you want without people like stopping you. That's pretty much what that nigga want to do. Because in that series, there are clear evil deeds being done. Like, there's no getting around this evil ass action. But all those actions lead up to him becoming stronger, more powerful, and he also does a lot of good actions to cover up the evil actions. So even though he's both a great savior and an evil nigga at the same time, it all benefits the overall goal of having the level of prestige where you are just doing what you want. So, what if it's that authors want to MC have all the good rep you get from villains before getting any of the downsides, so they make sure the hero they face are evil or worse. In the end of the day, the authors are greedy and can't handle. Yep, exactly. Changi says to maintain balance so he can ascend because too much. Yep, exactly. That's really it. Because on some Avatar shit, he was the evil one that like the human Avatar needs to kill. He ended up killing the human Avatar. So they're like, damn, the human Avatar's job was to handle this like crazy like natural disasters. And then now, because he killed him, no one can handle that. So it's like, fuck, I'll just handle it myself. Because if I don't handle it myself, it's gonna like ruin shit. So like he just ends up doing the same job the hero's supposed to do, even though he's still the bad guy. So it's like it just works out. And like you said, Liz, I absolutely agree. They don't want to handle the downside of having an evil MC. But the thing is, like I said before, you don't gotta do some perverse killing baby shit. You're just a bad person. Because for me, there's certain lines that people would never accept, right? Number one is killing a good person. That you can never justify killing a good person. If society sees someone as a good person and you kill them, you are evil. You are evil or you're a bad person. They will never gonna let you get over that. Not killing people, just a good person. That's one. And then killing for greed. So either killing someone that is well known as a good person or killing for greed. Once you can do those two things, or at least one of them, you're like almost like a true villain. Of course, there's just other like perverse shit we can get into. I'm not gonna get into that. But like those are two lines that's like once you start either killing for your own personal greed or killing good people, you cannot get rid of that villain title or evil title. You're looked as a fuck nigga. So it's like you don't gotta again go after harmless old ladies, harmless babies, harmless kids. You don't gotta do that. It's just that okay. Yeah, it's like Stains. Actually, Stain was a little Stain. I can give Stain grace. I can give Stain grace, cause Stain was not really killing evil heroes. He was just killing like heroes he felt weren't true heroes. But like that, you can't really justify that either. So it's like he was killing niggas' fave heroes, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Niggas did not fuck with him. There were some, of course, like quotes. Stain was right. If he's right, then he should put those heroes on game. Like, hey, your chain is fake. You a fake hero. So Stain should either become a real hero and put niggas on game, or Stain should try to like yeah. So it's like, yeah, I can give Stain grace because like Stain, I'll still say that's still villain behavior. It's still because at the end of the day, he thinks that he's the judge of who's a good hero and who's a bad hero. I think you're a bad hero, murdered. Bad hero, murdered. Bad hero, murdered. So it's like, nigga, you're crazy. You're legit crazy. People say, oh no, he literally cannot be right because he's killing them. Killing a hero that works for money does not solve the problem. Because the problem is that there are not enough true heroes that save people for the love of the game. But if you save somebody for money and save someone for the love of the game, guess what? They're still being saved. So at the end of the day, that's still less niggas in the field saving people. Even if it's for money. The problem with heroes that work for money is that if you don't have money, they won't help you. That's the problem. But if we have money, we good. So it's like, yes, that system could need changing, but murdering heroes is not going to change that. It's not going to change that. So it's like, Stain still had a lot of corrupt logic, but they painted it very, like, beautifully. Like he was damn near the good guy type shit. Like, no. But, yeah, but there'll be characters under that umbrella where I only get the evil ones. I only get the bad ones. There you go. Who gonna replace these niggas? Oh my. And it's so funny too, because the more he does that, the more people gotta rely on money to recruit more heroes. Because the heroes will work for the low. It's funny, I made a whole video on this too. Because Because my thing too was that like, now if you kill these heroes, they have to rely more on money to recruit the next generation of heroes to replace them. So you work keep relying on more money to do that. And another thing is too, these heroes gotta pay the bills. Imagine I want to save some niggas. I got superpowers, but damn, I got work at 9. At 10 o'clock, villains attacking the city. I can't leave work. I can't pay my bills if I leave work. Oh, if the hero organization pays my bills, I can work for free. Well, not free, but I can work without worrying about paying my bills. Wow, it opens up my schedule. So now I'm like a 24/7 hero instead of just only being a hero when I'm off work. But anyway, so that's why stay never made sense to me. But regardless, yeah, like Liz mentioned earlier, a lot of these authors don't want the downside of having an evil MC or a villain MC. Don't make one. If you don't got the balls for it, don't make one. This is not your field. Y'all pussy. It's not your field. Make a hero that's a little. Oh, I want to do a hero that kills people. I want to do a hero that is not afraid to get his hands dirty. I want to do a hero that, he might do things in an odd way, but it's gonna work out. That's cool too. Fuck it. Like I'm into that. I don't necessarily need people. I will never get my hands dirty. If I attack them, I'll be just as bad. I don't necessarily need that. They cool too. There you go. But if you want to do a villain, don't come lying to me. Oh, I'm a villain. I'm an evil motherfucker. I murder. Oh, dang, you murder? What the fuck? What you killing? I kill pedos. Nigga, what the? You about to be Hall of Fame, man. Like, what are we doing? Oh my God. Like, I hate niggas, bro. I really do. Like, these are guys, like, someone be like, oh my God, my villain. My villain MC. These niggas are frauds. That is why I like ones that just keep it simple. I want to take over the world. I put the jersey on. Take over the world. Oh, yeah. One thing I wanted to bring up, too. Y'all remember, a lot of these villains, like the big ones, right? Like the Thanos ass niggas. Dr. Doom ass niggas. I speak of them like I actually read their comics. But, like, what I'm saying is that, like, before, like, the main like team goes to fight them, those villains, like, they're like, they took over galaxies, planets, countries. Every hero that stepped up to them before the current timeline, right, lost, because clearly these niggas are still alive and popping these shit. So everyone that fought them before lost. You can make a story like that. How did this big villain end up taking over these galaxies before the intergalactic hero stopped him? All right, I'll tell the story about his come up. How do you take over this planet? How do you take over the solar system? How do you take, like, we can see that. So it's like, everyone that's gonna fight him will lose, because again, he becomes that, like, he finally ends up being stopped at the end. But we're focusing the story in the frame of, like, the beginning, like his come up, his prime, all of that. So it's like, we know this is a story about him taking over this world. How did he do it? What was his mindset when he's doing it? How was he feeling slowly subduing these countries and yada, yada, yada? Like, how was that? But no, they want to do this. I'm a villain, but I only kill bad people. Oh, I'm a super villain. I rob capitalistic pigs. And y'all love heroes so much, bro. I do too, but you don't gotta lie. Even when y'all make villains, y'all make heroes. Golly! Like, I get it. Heroes are cooler, for sure. But when y'all make villains, I expect villains. Y'all say I'm making an evil nigga, I expect an evil nigga. Whole time, he misunderstood. He a gray character. Y'all just don't get it. Facts! Like, there's so much interesting shit you can get in villains. Because these villain backstories, they really, like, dominate shit. Like, they'll be even the politician ones. They'll be how a nigga, like, they'll be like an evil politician. He'll be like on some commoner shit. Like, he literally made out the mud, became like the super prime minister that got like all the people under his thumb, and we gotta stop the corruption. I'm like, wait, hold up. He did what now? I'm like, damn, these are feats, nigga. What the? You telling me he made out the mud? Established this whole, like, god damn, that's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. So instead of making series like that, they instead do fake heroes. Oh, I'm the leader of the rebellion. I'm rebelling. you know, fuck this country, yada yada. And then you look, the country is actually the most evil place to be in. Everyone's suffering, everyone's dying. Bro, I'm like, all right, at this point, bro, you're not rebelling, you're saving these niggas. That's why I'm just like, dog. Again, villains, I've always been a fan of villains. I always thought villains were cool and all of that, even though heroes, of course, are superior. But like seeing villains themselves don't even want to be villains no more. They don't want to be evil. When niggas are writing villains, they're writing heroes. Wow. Wow. Y'all love heroes that much, huh? Even the villains are heroes. Then who are the villains? If the villains are heroes, who are the villains? Alright, bro. Yeah, I'm done, bro. But yeah, it's tough. We need real villains back. If y'all gonna do villain MCs, villain main character, or whatever, or even like a yin yang type, like the MC and the protagonist, I think that's how you say it. Is the villain like whatever, but don't make them heroes. Keep the villains as villains. Keep the heroes as heroes. Yeah, we good, bro. We good. But yeah, we don't need that hero shit around here, bro. Like, just make a hero. Heroes are cool. You don't gotta use cause like villains do be having swag, so they want like the villain aura, the villain swag. But as a hero, you can still do that. Heroes can have villain swag, bro. They could. It's theoretically possible. Just make it like that. But once you start doing villains that aren't villains, then they're not villains. They're heroes. That's why people be so fucking confused in a story like One Piece. Because like Luffy's clearly a hero. But the thing is, that's the point. Like Oda, like he makes the Marines as despicable as possible. So like the term even Marine hero and like the heroes or whatever is used almost like ironically. So, but people are still stuck on like, no, villain. But no. Like, that's why he sticks to pirates, not villains. He uses the word pirates, not villains. He could have said Luffy's a villain. No, pirate. He's a pirate. Pirates represent a whole lot more in that world than it does, in real life. That they're just like criminals and shit like that. Like pirates represent a whole lot more freedom and all that shit. So, yeah, again, heroes sadly run the streets, and they will continue to run the streets forever. I felt like villain stories became more popular in like the recent decades, but a lot of them are not good. They're not good because at the end of the day, these villain stories, they're just fake heroes. That's really it. Facts. So yeah, even though villain MCs, bro, a nigga like Dio. Imagine they say no, Dio. He was actually like. Dio low-key was doing everything because he peeped there were aliens. I forgot Rocky actually had aliens in part 2. But anyway, there were these, random monsters. Yeah, like, bro, they just be evil motherfuckers, bro. I'm not gonna lie. They just be fuck niggas, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Part 5, Diavolo. That nigga was a hoe. He's trying to sell my drugs and peace, nigga. Kids can get that shit. Hey, little boy, you want some? I got a fan for you. Like, it was crazy. They said, damn. But it's kind of crazy how like selling drugs was enough to get him out of there. But yeah, them niggas. Yep, there you go, Liz. And then the thing, I would have hated if they retcon all of Dio's actions. Like, nah, Dio actually like, even though Dio was harassing Jonathan, that was more because like, he had mental issues. But Dio was actually like, he was building orphanages and helping the hood. All right, get the fuck, bro. Get the fuck. I ain't trying to hear all that. These niggas, they just trying to do this shit, bro. I love it. So yeah, Araki, he kept the recipes. I'm always gonna fuck with it. But yeah, we don't need these fake good guys, bro. We got enough heroes. Golly. Yeah, right. He actually wanted the big bro, but he's just a tsundere. Like he actually fucked with him. All right, bro. Yeah, it's like, bro, we good, bro. So yeah, villains. Y'all gotta get back in the ring, bro. Y'all cosplaying as like heroes. I see right through it. I see right through that mask. That's alright. That's why I dropped this one series. The series I mentioned about how the guy was like a villain MC in like the world of heroes. He didn't really fuck with how the heroes operated, and because like the whole thing was that like villains were doing like 1v20s, and he thought it was like the coolest shit ever. He's like, even though the villains lost or lose, they be running like 1v20 gauntlets. Like that shit was just so raw to him. So it's okay, decent. And then like the way he was operating, okay, but then he slowly started, oh, we don't kill people around here. Oh, we save women and children. Oh, all right, nigga. All right, bro. We can keep it moving. That dog kicking it. Yup. Facts. Facts. So yeah, at the end of the day, we need villains back on their villain shit. We absolutely do. But yeah, I think that'd be it. Unfortunately, heroism wins again. Again, I was team villains for a good while. I'm still am, but I'm not gonna act like I don't see the writing on the wall. These niggas stink. We're in like a drought of finding some good fucking villains, bro. Absolute drought is what it is. These writers, they're too pussy. They don't want to write some real villain shit, and we just gotta hold that. Street starving, but we gonna have to keep starving, bro. But yeah, that's about it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe to support the channel. Also check out the Patreon too. Links in the description down below. Get early access to more videos like this one. You'll get access to my Twitch VODs as well. Again, link is in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.